Miss Wood, I did speak to you here before briefly, just way back in May. This wonderful news that the whale will be resurfacing. We're now looking at a great lineup already has been confirmed, but there's lots more to be done. At my heart though, I'm wondering, how come I'm not a patron? You've got some incredible patrons in there.
Actually, we were
Lenny
waiting to ask
Abrahamson,
you.
Bernard
Did you
Farrell.
not get the letter about that? We
What
sent
about
it to your
me?
home address.
I'm a noted artist in the air. It is great. How did you get the guys? Because Lenny Abrahamson especially, you're thinking...
I know, an Oscar-nominated director. It's pretty impressive, isn't it? Yeah. We've got Lenny Abrahamson, we've got Bernard Farrell, playwright. Former of Lee of the Abbey, living here in Greystones, a big supporter of the whale. Yes. And of course Fiachna Ní Bhraonáin, who House Flowers closed the whale when it was under the old ownership, and now it's reopening obviously. And we're opening our doors, we're excited to say, Culture Weekend, September 19th. So that's when it's all happening. The lineup, there's something for everyone there, from youth theatre to, we've got Mac Fleetwood performing, they're fantastic. And it's just great to have entertainment back at the heart of Greystones again. We're so excited. There's been a lot of work going on behind the scenes. Alva has obviously put a lot of the music together. She's been booking people in, and the tickets are there now on the whale.ie, ready to go. It's exciting.
I'm guessing that would feel, it's one part of it is the end of all that preparation, but then it's the very beginning of the new adventure. So as much as there was a huge amount of work being going on, as you say, it's all been behind the scenes. You've got a great committee kind of figuring out what's the best way to do these things. But once even the boat set sail, you're kind of in a new world. Then you've got to start basically keeping on with all the various different gigs and all that. Would you have a sort of, a feeling of relief at this point, or are you still just in the thick of it?
Not the relief yet.
No.
Nowhere near it, I think. Look, I think with the excitement of us getting, for anyone that didn't know, I know you did an article yourself in relation to the Whale Working Group taking over the Whale. When that happened, lots of us had an affiliation with the Whale. For me, I was in the Greystones Players, I'd acted there. I'd gone there so many times and enjoyed shows. And I was like, this can't go into the hands of a private business. It has to stay in the community. So we really had fire in our bellies, and we still do, all of the team. So everyone's voluntary. We're waiting on voluntary or charitable status at the moment, and the way it was is now it starts. We have to try and get the community to get behind us. Loads of people have pledged their support, but we do need help in relation to fundraising. We've got a big fundraiser coming up. It's in the Paris Court Hotel.
That's Friday the 24th
Yes,
October.
Friday the 24th, and we've got Spring Break playing.
Boom!
Lenny Abrahamson's hopefully going to be there talking. Paul Howard, Ross O'Carr-Kelly, 3-course dinner, all the bells and whistles.
Boom.
So we've got tickets and tables available for that if anyone would like to come. It's going to be a great night, and you can contact me on that one, laura.wood@whaletheatre.co.ie,
put all the links above,
info at whaletheatre.co.ie about tickets for that one.
We definitely should just give a quick shout out to, as you say, it's so important that it stays within the hands of the community, and we have to give a shout out to Ross McParland, who was also very keen. He puts the theatre in the town, puts on a huge amount of shows, but he also felt that he did not want to sort of sell it and make a profit and have somebody else take over this community centre. The idea that he would make sure that it ended up in local hands.
Ross stuck behind us all the way. There were lots of proposals to take over the theatre, and he really liked the ethos of ours, which was all about the community, keeping it in the community, and we were really grateful to him for sticking with us, because obviously we had to get to the stage that we had a viable proposal, and we got there, we got it in, and we were really, really happy. But right now the other thing is, all of the people that have pledged support, and there are many in the town who want the theatre to stay open, we're really going to be talking about getting their help, be it subscriptions, coming along to shows, pledging their donations. You can do that on the website whale.ie, just press the button. Anything you can do, even if it's expertise in some form. We would love the help of the people of Wicklow, because it's at the heart of the community, and we want it to stay that way.
I think it's important to point out too that Ross has really bad taste in music, so it's good to have him pushed a little bit further back.
Joking, Ross, joking.
So that idea too, that as you say, it is community based, but really it's about just people having a night out, which I find out, running the guide for 14 years, I've noticed just how quiet Greystones has become. Even though it's double the population over those years, there's still that sense that people are very, very comfortable in pajamas. I'm one of these people. I just stay in and watching a movie. The idea of going out and joining hands with the living is a hugely important thing to do.
Well, it's a frightening thing for many of us, particularly as you get a little bit older. But when you do it, the Whale was amazing for that, and that's what we're hoping will be happening again. All these gigs. I mean, just looking at this now, we've got David McSavage coming in January, David O'Doherty as far as comedy is concerned, Luca Bloom, Mac Fleetwood, loads of great artists, and they're coming in thick and broken fast. When they heard the Wales back open again, they're like, oh yeah, deadly, we loved that, be it the Dirt Birds or whoever else, you know, they're all going to be coming back to the Wales. So we're so excited to be kicking off on Culture Weekend, the 19th of September.
Now, we'll put the links up above the interview, just where people can go and find out exactly what's playing. They can grab their tickets. We also want to, there'll be a list above, just to thank everybody like yourself and Aideen and Alva, people who've just basically voluntarily taken this task on, because as you say, it's a lot of work, and the hope is it's going to be a lot of fun for people. There's going to be a lot to do.
It's a great town, though. You know that. Yeah. I know that. I'm from here, Rarity here. I love this town. Right. Now, there's a lot of blow-ins. I'm not mad on them. Joking.
A lot of people who are just stick-ins as well, and lock-ins and all sorts.
We won't go into that. But anyway, we love Greystones, so we do. Yeah. Now, we love Greystones and the Wales Deadly, and we really, really, really want it to be there for as long as possible. And look, we take some of the children, the youth off the streets, and maybe get them into youth theatre as well, which would be great. I wish I'd got into it. I only got into theatre a few years ago, and I absolutely love it. So I'm hoping that other people are going to get the bug around the town and get involved in Greystones Players, get involved in making waves, and get acting. It's amazing for taking out all your frustrations and all sorts of other things.
That is the last thing we'll say, actually, is that as much as it's a venue and there's going to be a lot of artists there and you know, film and music and comedy and all that, it is also very importantly a community centre, so all sorts of community activities that want to be done, workshops and gatherings and youth club, you know, that is such an important thing now, because people will say again and again, the great, you know, youth cafe down on Trafalgar Road has been sort of showing the way that there are people out there who want to come together, especially at that age where there's little to do other than look at your phone.
Yeah. I mean, we don't even have the P&R and the tracks and stuff these days. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What else would there be to do?
Well, congratulations. I know it's going to be a busy time now, but it's also a wonderful time. We will put all the links above, and obviously we'll get people all the information as it becomes available, what new bands are coming, what new artists are going to be there. But most importantly, go explore the website and figure out what suits them, what would be a good night out. Boom, sorted.
Well, and to second what you said, well done to all the team. They put in tremendous amounts of work, and also thank you for supporting the Whale.
Is there any dead wood in the team? It would be a good time to maybe mention.
There's a couple.
Okay, well we'll put them in red above.
Joking, no dead wood. They're amazing. I love